So, drinks refreshed, bladders emptied. You return to Troll Skull Alley. About the same, a little while later, maybe an hour or two later, Brian and Earl get fed up of the day's hunting for the Nimblewright, and you guys return home as well. Fluke, when you get back and you're kind of hanging around, Estrid, or I should say Jorn, as their like secret identity demands, kind of comes over to you and sort of goes, "So, lass, I've noticed you're praying from time to time to which god was it you were? Aye, to the Lady of Luck."
You spying on me?
No, we've been having meals together. You say grace, you go, bless this thing that my plate doesn't fall over, that kind of stuff. You don't notice you're doing that.
No, it's because I'm eating it at the same time as I'm saying. What, do I talk when I eat?
Quite a bit.
Don't play with your mouth full.
Quite a bit, to be fair, actually, aye.
Oh. Well, it's just like, because I'm so happy to have the food. And it's like, oh, I'm so lucky I've got food. Yum, 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 bang.
Thank you to them.
Yeah, but what of it?
It's just... Does it not feel a bit odd?
This conversation, yeah.
No, it's a bit awkward. Sorry. But, worshipping the second version of a god, like the newer, like, less true version.
You insulting my goddess, who brings me tasty treats?
No, she's fine. She's no Vergandian. Okay, guys, how would I pronounce this?
Vergadane?
Vergadane.
She's no Vergadane, is she? I mean, like, that's wealth and luck there. That's dwarven wealth and luck. You should,
Don't know who that is.
You don't know who... I mean, she's Vergadane. They're Vergadane. He's Vergadane. He's the original god of luck.
Is he evil?
No.
Because I get a vibe from...
Roll a religion check.
You're going to get handed a pamphlet in a set, Fluke. Run away. We should have never let this person into our house.
Oh, I got distracted. What's that, religion check?
Religion check,
Yeah.
A fairly easy one.
Oh,
Excellent. Alright, Vergadane, Vecna, Vergadane. You're pretty sure Vergadane is Vecna.
you can't have my hands!
Look, whatever people have told you in the dock wards, I don't cut people's hands off that quickly. You've at least got to owe me money for a wee while before we get to that.
Sitting on my hands now.
But Vergadane's a great god. You should really consider coming back to the original source of luck. Just worship Vergadane. He'll tell you the secrets you need to know in order to really further yourself.
But it's not coming back if I never worshipped Vigibum in the first place.
Aye, but like, I'm going to put you on the spot. What was the name of your goddess again?
Timora.
Timora. Aye, but Timora's just like diet
Awesome.
Vergadane. Like, there was Vergadane, and then Timora came along to seduce all you human types. But Vergadane's the original. Timora's just a impersonator.
Yeah, but I like him personally. See, we've got that in common.
See, but we're all about, like, honest, getting as much golden luck as we can.
Nah.
Well, I'm just saying it. If you want to...
What's honest about you, though? You like money gang.
I
Mr. Jorn.
I do like my money. as she looks around, like she thinks maybe there's somebody watching, he's like, "I, as a bartending sort, I do like me tips."
Yes. In that alley called Gang Street.
Is somebody listening? Is the ghost here? Seriously, is the
You
ghost here?
never
'Cause I can't
know.
see.
You're not gonna know.
Huh.
Maybe if you worshipped Timora, she'd give you a tip.
She frowns a little. It's like, well, I better go back to whatever I was doing. But you just have a think about it. There's a church of Vergandien nearby. So if you're ever curious about seeing where a lot of your stuff came from, it's along there.
Do they do food?
Aye. Mostly in ale form, but it's mostly dwarves. But aye, they do food.
Okay, I will think about it.
Fluke is the easiest to create apostate ever. Right.
And when she walks away, I'll get my little... And I'll be like, I'm just keen to more. But, like, I could go and, like, steal their food if you like, because that was so rude to you. Like, you know, if you want, I'll go and, like, eat their breakfast.
I drink your milkshake. The coin feels as always warm and comforting in your hands.
Oh, sorry, you cut out.
It feels warm and comforting in your hands, the coin.
Okay, if I get an opportunity, I'll go drink their breakfast. Put it back in my pocket.
Great. All right. The others everyone gathers at some stage during this. Jorn is pottering about, like, I think they're helping with the repairs a bit, because being a dwarf is, like, of course, unfortunately knows carpentry, because that racial stereotype is always true. And the kobolds are, like, wandering around. Dasher isn't here because the place isn't actually open yet. And yeah, you guys gather around.
We should keep him in the basement too.
He has his own home. He doesn't need a basement.
I can't trust someone who doesn't live in us.
So yeah, guys, Earl and Brian return, looking a little frustrated.
Boy, do we have a break in routine for you.
Huh?
I can fly, and there's dragons, and life's amazing.
You can't fly anymore, Fluke. It's been over an hour.
I've been given the gift for life.
Yeah, okay.
Hell, that's a lot.
That's great, Fluke.
Did we miss something? Oh, yeah.
So what did we miss?
There's a dragon in the city, and we have to find out what it wants. Put it simply.
The dragon.
Alright. Okay.
Somewhere. Apparently,
Brian, it can swim.
It likes to talk underwater.
Let's go. Wait, head poked back in. Wait, where are we going?
David.
Cool, see you there.
apparently, it's somewhere in the harbour.
There's a lot of harbours, isn't there?
There's like...
Well,
Yeah,
so
so-
ask him sailors last time where they got spooked by a dragon. Just sounds like a bit of a troll to me.
Sailors for stuff. I got an awful lot of sass.
Yeah, by the way, Brian's already gone.
Ryan has already hailed down a taxi to take you to
Fine.
his back to the dock ward. All right.
You can follow whatever, he's just going on ahead.
Brian, you are the ideal man to like deal with the dock.
I am the ideal man, thank you.
No, I said Brian, not Killian. If I said Killian, you're the ideal man. That's what I'd have meant. No, you. So I want you. You're at some stage going to find somebody with a boat to take you out to like hunt for this dragon. I would like you to generate for me. Who is the NPC? Who is the person you would go to take you out upon the water? What is he like? I know you have an old tiefling buddy, but they're not really available for this right now. So, who I want you to give me an NPC for the job.
Well, his name is Bilgy Bob.
All right, Bilgy Bob.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a runty minotaur, missing one arm.
Okay.
He used to be a first mate on the ship, but he couldn't complete his job after he lost his arm. So now he's become the local expert on the area and like the harbour.
His arm that was bitten off by Obliterus, the giant shark. Yeah.
And he now has this like blood vendetta against Obliterus in the harbour, and sails around in search of this giant white shark.
All right.
It's his white whale.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know where to find Bilgy Bob, the runty minotaur. He will be, as always, in his shack by the waterfront. He has his little shack that he kind of holds up in since it's happened. And he's got a boat. Not a big boat, not like a ship to get out to sea, but something perfect for getting around the harbour.
Yeah. Well, no matter how much he scoops it out, there's always water in it.
Yeah, just a little bit. That's how he likes it.
Yeah.
Alright, so everyone gets in this into this cart, and you trundle down the steep hills towards the dock ward, and a little while later, you find yourself outside. It's actually built onto the harbour, like it's on above the water. And you can see it's kind of this running thing, and it says above it, Bilgy Bob's boating, but the whole thing looks kind of run down and a little. You know how some stuff by the water starts to look a little greasy, a little like water damaged? It's getting that kind of effect to it. So you've brought him here. What do you say to everybody on the way?
Alright. Okay, it's be cool when you meet this fella, alright? It's a bit of an old legend around here. Used to be a ship's doctor as well as a first mate. He's always had a bit of a temper though, so just stay calm, even if he just like starts yelling at you. It's generally alright, and whatever you do, don't look into his left eye. Right one's okay, don't look at his left eye.
Why his left eye?
I've no idea, it looks exactly the same as the other one, but he gets really angry about it. He kind of has this thing, he's kind of hard for him to see. His eyes are kind of more positioned apart, it's kind of hard for him to see forward, so he's got to turn his head around a lot. If he looks at you with the left side, just look away. Right side, you're good. Alright.
Notes right now. Alright, so you...
Also, he speaks in a Jamaican accent, has a list.
No. Alright, so you guys go up to this this kind of shack. And you can see now when you get closer, it's like built in a way that it's probably... Like it's over the water because there's probably a boat in the middle. You can see like where there's a bit they would open up to let a boat out. Brian, do you like knock or do you just let yourself in, Brian?
I would yell from outside the house.
Right. What do you yell?
Oi, Bilgy! Brian! You home?
Alright, what is the accent that returns? I'm giving you the power here.
Who's there?
I just want you to give me an accent, not just sit there. No, it's fine. I know exactly what replies. Unless you've got
slightly high pitched with a bit too much like breathiness to the speech.
Who's there? Who comes before Bilgy Bobs?
What? It's Brian.
The door
might come to see you.
The door bursts open, and coming out in a sailor suit. Now, a runty minotaur is still 9 foot tall. Which is an important thing to remember. A runty minotaur bursts his way out, looks at you all, like turns his head right hand side. You can see he stands 9 foot tall, dressed in sailing clothes, long horns sticking out. However, the crossbars of anchors have been attached to the top of either of his horns to make his horns appear like antlers, like anchors. He is one like large arm is holding a big keg under one arm, which he must have been moving at the time you came in. And the other one has been removed at some stage in an unfortunate accident. However, he has replaced it with a long metal pole. And at the end of that long metal pole is a animatronic, like you'd get out of if you went to the Natural History Museum, you know how they have the little like dinosaur sticks?
Yeah.
Like one of those, but of a shark.
Little shark head.
The door bursts. Brinny! Is that you, lad? I've not seen ye in many a night. Have you come to drink with us?
What? I brought some of your favourite, mate.
You've brought us the salty meads. Fantastic. Come on in, lad. Bring in your friends.
I thought you liked Tia Maria, so...
I fucking love a good Tia Maria. Bring it in. And he
Nice.
staggers inside. Puts down the big barrel that you now see is marked Tia Maria. It's like... and signals with his grabby shark hand. In you come! In you come! Any friend of Brinny is a friend of Bilgy Bob.
I hope that includes me. I didn't realise you knew Brinny.
Ah, you'll always be me, mate. Ever since that time you saved us during the great storm of... well, it was about 2 years ago, whenever that was. Ah, fantastic. And then he turns and he looks the rest of you over with his left eye. Ah, who have we got here then?
I look everywhere but at him while he's doing that.
Yeah.
Errol.
Well, you be a drow, Earl.
Harold is sort of like doubled over in laughter in the corner, like I was. It's just he can't handle it.
Last time I met drow, they were boarding me ship. You're not like no piratey drow, are you? No.
Not yet.
Okay. Well, if you think of taking up the piratey life, I wouldn't get on me dinghy, or I'll kill ya. And who's the laughing fella? What's so funny, my wee man? And this 9-foot-tall Minotaur like staggers over to you and puts his weird grabby shark claw onto your shoulder. Ah, you're right there, little one. That's you, Harold.
Harold just freezes, looks up. It's like, I've never seen anyone
up into his left eye.
Sure.
You got a fucking problem with me, little man. I don't like the look this one's giving me. It's full of salty intent.
Bilgy, he's good, mate. He's good.
He looks over at Brian, which means his right eye is now looking at you and goes, "No, it seems all right, actually. That's sorry, I reacted a bit rapidly."
He builds off a pretty bad first impression.
I'll get up and dust myself down and just sort of think to myself, whatever I smoked last night was, whoa, let's have some more of that. And I'll just find somewhere where I can sort of like put something in a vision where he stands all times.
He staggers over to Fluke and Brinny. He goes, "And who are these charming young ladies?"
Brinny, like, straight down.
He's looking at you with the right eye right now. It's like, it is a pleasure to meet you, Fluke and,
Brinny.
Brinny. It is a pleasure. Anyway.
How'd you meet your arm?
Obliteros! That damn shark bastard! He bit it off. I've not I've been looking for him ever since. One day, I'll have
Are
him.
you gonna bite off his fin?
No, I'm going to fucking kill him.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I intend to dive into the dark depths of his soul and strangle the life out of his spirit. Anyway, would anyone like a cup of tea?
Yeah,
Check. As he's saying that,
Works
as he's
for me.
saying that, a little exclamation mark doesn't appear above his head at any stage.
No, it doesn't.
What?
So,
Okay.
he looks at you, Brian, with his left eye. Can I help you, Brian, then?
Alright. Well, we are told that there's been sightings of a dragon around the harbour.
Oh,
And
aye.
the man to come to.
He's given some of the others a bit of a tough time, bumping against their ships, giving them the old evils. He's not giving me much problem, though. No, he's not
Yeah,
my
right.
quarry. Obliterus will be mine one day.
Well, and there you go for the hunt, mate. Don't hesitate to call me.
Oh, I won't. Don't you worry, lad. So you're looking for this dragon, aye?
If you could help us out, it'd be quite useful.
Aye, fuck it, let's go. He jumps on his feet.
Alright, well.
Brian,
I told you guys he was good for it.
Brian, this guy's nuts. Are you sure you want to go onto a boat piloted by him?
Have you ever been on a ship with someone this experienced? Look at the man. This is a man who spent his entire life sailing.
Brinny, as you look around, you can see, because you're just sort of taking in the room at these words, you look, pretty much all the wall space has, like, random, like, oceanic bric-a-brac on it, but also, like, hand-drawn notes and pictures, all connected by strands of red or green or black string. And as you follow all the red and green and black string, it all returns to one point. A very exact artistic representation of a very large shark. Scrawled across it in red paint the words Obliterus. Obliterax. Something like that.
He's also quite the artist.
I mean,
Look at that.
I appreciate his planning, prep, and attention to detail, but
Yeah. Got mind like a trap, that guy. Nothing escapes him.
I mean, you know better than me, sailors
Yeah.
and such.
We all look up to the old fella. He's an example for all of us.
Of course we do. He's 9 foot tall,
Well,
and we are, as we established, a party of midgets.
yeah.
Somewhat true, yeah.
So him being 9 foot tall is even more terrifying, frankly.
I'm the tallest, aren't I? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you all,
Like 3 feet tall. or
you are all bundled onto the ship, or a little dinghy. He scoops some water out of its base and then heads out to the sea, rowing away as he goes. He's like, Brian, would you take up the other oar for us? There's a good lad, like the olden days.
I thought I'd never ask.
Is it like a peddler or something? It's like a swan boat.
No, it's a somewhat poorly repaired, like little boat.
Yeah.
All right, he takes you on.
Right.
I investigated the. He looks at you with his left eye, Brian.
Oh, good.
I thought the left eye was the bad eye.
I thought it was the right eye was a bad one.
He looks at you with the right eye, Brian. Good man. He goes, hi. Which unfortunately, because of where he's sitting, means he's now looking at Earl with his left eye. I'm just going to say bad and good eye.
Yeah.
With his bad eye. Earl, what do you do?
Oh, I maintain eye contact. I'm not worried.
Right. It's
I
like,
think Brian was just taking the piss.
well, Brian, you see... He just shoves Earl off the boat.
I leap over and grab him.
I'm sorry. For a moment there, I was sure he was a drow pirate.
I told you guys. Stay on the right side, okay?
Brian, This isn't
gets
helping my
flashbacks.
confidence.
He gets flashbacks, alright, but only in the one eye. The one eye. Everyone's fine.
I would have sworn it was that damn pirate again back. Doesn't matter.
It's okay.
So,
It's okay, mate. You're safe. You're safe. You're here.
safe.
Among
That's
friends.
fine. That's fine. He puts the cannon he was holding down. Anyway, I was looking into this here dragon because I thought he might be in leagues with Obliteros. But I've come to the conclusion he's just kind of a prankster prick. But I know where he hangs his hat, if dragons wore hats. And it's just in the... Well, you remember the wreck of the Saint Han. It's down there.
Saint Han.
Aye.
We salvaged that years back.
Aye. I think he's moved in there. So
That was the greatest cruise ship in the whole world. Oh no, that was the SS Anne. Never mind. My joke doesn't work.
Anyway. So...
Yeah. It had a nice pill inside. It's only gotten bigger since.
It's true. So that's where he is. And as you well know, Brian, that's down below us right now. So he stands up, grabs Erlen again and throws him off the boat. In you go! Go on! Get to it! I've not got all day. He picks up Harold, chucks him in. Picks up Fluke very gently, places her in the water. Picks up Brinny very gently, places her in the water.
Thank you.
Wait, I should drink a potion first.
Alright, well, I'll be up here when you get to it. And keep an eye
Alright.
out for
More
that
potions!
Keep a good eye out for us, would you?
Oh, I will. I'll keep out both of me eyes, don't you?
Harold swims over to Brian. Stay here, mate. And I'm gonna sort of try and get up on his shoulders so I can steady myself enough to drink a potion.
I mean, you guys can you're in the water. You can just,
Drinking it.
Yeah.
you all.
What are you going to do? Hold your breath.
Does
You're not drinking a potion. I mean, you're going to the sea floor, so it might be difficult.
I'm gonna snort it.
Oh, I mean that.
I thought that's where that was going.
All right. It turns out snorting potions of water breathing, it's like snorting salt water. So it fucking is not the most pleasant thing, but it goes down. And you gain an extra 2 minutes of water breathing from doing it in this manner.
Try that with the healing one.
No, how you put the healing one in is much more. All right, and you guys just start swimming down.
Oh, alright. Alright, before we go down, everyone going to teach you the signals, alright? I don't know if you'll be able to talk. So,
Brian,
that means you're okay.
You used water breathing potions fairly frequently amongst your crew, and water breathing spells. Normally, obviously, you can't speak or cast verbal components underwater. However, with the aid of a water breathing potion, you can. Verbal components work for spells, and yeah, it allows, you talk and the sound kind of... No bubbles come out because the water just goes in and stays there, but the sound travels through the water, much like whale song.
Okay.
Everything gets a little weird and echoes.
Sounds like this.
Yes, but we'll just pretend it does.
Come on, guys. Follow me.
Alright, so you all drink a potion and start swimming down?
Yeah.
Sure.
I abstain.
Yeah, you obviously don't need one. So, you all begin...
I'll keep eyes out, because I've probably got better vision once it gets dark.
Yeah.
Mm.
Brian gains dark vision underwater. That's a thing. Tritons don't have dark vision unless they're in water, is my general rule. At which stage they gain it. But yeah, as you descend down, it doesn't get too dark. You're in the harbour, so while it's fairly deep, it's deeper than you could naturally swim, you're not so deep down that you lose all sunlight. Although it does get kind of dim. Everything gets kind of dim lighted as you head down. It takes a wee bit of swimming. You're not used to just swimming straight down. Brian, you are back in your element. You're maybe helping the others as they kind of go down.
Swimming in circles around everyone, just, trying to encourage them a bit more.
Yeah, or you could just be an asshole and do that. That's fine. But you all sort of just stroke down. Who is quite comfortable in the water and who looks clearly out of their element?
I am 100% out of my element. I am a cat.
Alright, so you're partly just sinking because of fur weight. Like, you're like...
If staying on the boat with that lunatic wasn't the only other option, I would not be here.
Errol didn't even get that option. He was free.
Twice.
Yep.
Yeah. Errol doesn't really know how to swim very well.
As Harold descends further and further, he realizes that the sea is dark and he can't see.
I mean, like I said, it's more like dim light than just total blackness, but you're...
Yeah, everyone, hold on to this. And Brian's going to get out a rope and just, have it trail out behind him for everyone to grab onto so they can stick together.
Alright. So, rather than struggle with the swimming, you grab this rope and Brian just drags you all basically down to the bottom. You swim towards the bottom and drag them down as you go.
Yeah.
As you're swimming down, you see the shape of two ships come into place. One of them being the Saint Anne, the other being one of its smaller sort of row ships that were sunk many years ago, scuttled by some sort of accident or the other. You're not really sure, Brian. You didn't really ask. You just went down there and got as much shit out of it as you can. You pulled the copper wiring out of the walls, basically.
Flip for parts.
And as you descend into the harbour, you kind of reach the silty floor and look around. Everything around you is it's kind of obscured a little bit by the water and the silt in the water. You peer around. Can everyone make a perception check for me?
I'm not sure it's worth bothering, but sure.
That's some great use of expertise right there.
Hey.
Alright. Fluke, you're the one who notices a large, dark shape moving around you. Seems to be slowly circling you.
Circling us?
Yeah, just like going around you and then moving like in a slow, wide circle.
I'll point it out.
Okay.
Yeah, you point it out. Once it's pointed out, yeah, well, I mean, it's just a big, dark shape in it, like of a fairly large creature moving around you.
Do I get a better view of it because of my superior dark vision?
It's more that it's obscured by the fact you're underwater, like by the silt and the
slightly murky water.
Yeah, and the murkiness of the water.
Alright, let's keep going. Just ignore it for now.
Right? I mean, you're at the bottom, like, and it's just slowly circling you.
I mean, do you want to try and say something to it, Brian?
Hello!
Alright. You shout hello, and in response,
G'day!
You get a response of, "Good day, mate. Fucking didn't expect to see you down in the waters again."
Uh-oh.
Do I recognise the voice?
No.
It is none other than the voice of Obliterus, the giant
Oh,
shark.
shit.
No!
Lads, fucking scalper.
You brought me a bunch of tasty morsels, did ya? Ho blimey.
Alright, we don't have any. Alright. You, me, alright? We got issues. Not them. Not today, alright? I'm in the job. Much as I want to ram my fucking anchor right up your arsehole, mate, you're gonna back off, alright? Fucking step back.
Big words, lad. Is it 'cause you've got your friends with you, you're feeling all tough? All the rest you hear is like bubble, 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 Aquin noises.
I'm feeling a bit tough because, you ain't got any fucking arms, mate. You can only wait for me to come down here.
I got big fucking teeth, though.
I'll see how they look like when I get knocked into you. Go on, get out of here. Got other things to take care of.
Well, you might have brought your mates down here, lad. but you ain't the only one with mates these days. Get 'em, boys!
Oh my god, we're getting mugged by sharks.
Oh no! Oh no!
And bursting from the silt around you come these strange hybrids of shark and man. These terrible creatures. Brian, you immediately recognize Sahagin.
Shit.
Also known as the bastard goblins of the sea. And they just come bursting out. Everyone to roll initiative.
Does Obliteros have an eye patch?
Yes, he
And
does.
an anchor tattoo and a little star.
Who tattooed a shark?
He's got his Sahagin mates.
Okay, I will try to chaos my initiative check.
That is fine.
Yeah, wish I could do that.
You get one extra.
Hey!
Worth it.
Yay! Oof, we have not done well.
We've got
The
3
Sah-
people.
The Sahagin have done worse.
Oh yeah, they got a 2.
They got 2
And a
and a 3.
Oh.
Alright, the first to react, always quick, is Brynny. Brynny, you are underwater, so you have half movement speed and disadvantage. I don't know if rapiers count. Let's have a look. Swimming.
I think it's all melee attacks of disadvantage.
Some of them are okay. Monsters.
Ah.
I think it's just for trident and crossbows.
I don't think it's quite that. But
I think
let's
it's most
I think
piercing
daggers
weapons you're
are
fine with.
okay.
We'd like to be
It's slashing and bludgeoning you'd have issue with, but
Under
piercing
the
should
sea.
generally be okay.
Jumping.
in an octopus's garden. Yes, yeah.
I'm a little concerned about metagaming here, but this one has a name.
Yes, I deliberately put that there because the tokens are very similar. That one is clearly dressed a little differently and holding like a staff and like going, oh, blah, 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 oh, blah, 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 more magic. Oh, fucking magic! Like I wanted it to be clear that one was a different kind because the token didn't really portray that very well.
Oh, blah, blah, blah.
It doesn't actually give it to me in the compendium very well. It's I'm gonna say unless someone wants to go and find the actual book, I'm pretty sure rapiers are okay, but slashing and bludgeoning weapons are not. Basically,
Your
most
call
piercing-
now.
Yeah, I think a rapier is fine because you're stabbing through water. It doesn't give the normal resistances. Although I'm sure
Alright.
Gareth will correct me momentarily. You might want to get your turn in before he has a chance.
I dig my
When making a melee weapon attack, a creature that doesn't have swimming speed, either natural or granted by magic, has disadvantage, unless there's certain weapons. But do they have swim speed, or can they just swim underwater?
They
can just breathe water.
Just breathe water, okay.
Yeah.
Dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident.
Ah, all right.
Use.
So your rapier is about the only piercing weapon that's stupid. The rapier does not have disadvantage. I'm going to say because you can just stab with it.
It's an aqua rapier.
I feel like if a dagger and a short sword don't have disadvantage, then a rapier doesn't either.
Well, I'm quite happy to go down to my dagger if that makes sense.
Yeah, if you got a dagger though, you want to swap to that. That works fine.
I've got 2 daggers.
Everybody take inspiration for just good roleplay so far in the session.
Hey.
Hey.
Like everyone's been playing straight up wonderfully as always.
Can that be used to just straight up give advantage?
Yes.
And will that count for sneak attack if I do? Because that feels
Yeah,
a little
absolutely.
gamey.
No, it
Okay.
definitely does. We'll take it as you have an inspired moment of like knowing just where to strike to really get the blade in there.
Well, I'm
after
gonna
you go-
I'm gonna continue my policy of immediately using inspiration when I get it. So
Policy.
I dig my claws in and I launch myself with my feline agility
All right, use your female ability.
at the one that looks like a leader to me.
You
And,
sprint forwards to clear out everything the person owns and create the
And
nice clear void.
as I thrust myself forward, I pull out my dagger, and using my inspiration, I will try to stab at her at the same time.
All right. So, like a mini torpedo, you fly.
Whoa!
and do 18 points of damage as you just crash into the chest of this creature.
There's one extra d6 because the thing doesn't display that right. So.
Nice, another 6. All right. So you fly forwards and slam into this Sahagin with the kind of weird magical doodads and drive your dagger to the hilt into its chest, and it roars in pain. It does not die, however. It gurgles in pain, but is still going. I also just realised I have not put the music on at any stage during this. Oh, I have got the music on. That's good. But
I actually couldn't hear it the whole time.
That's weird.
No, I can't hear it.
It's been playing, but I messed around with the volume settings and stuff, and I couldn't get it to play, so I switched to my own music.
There we go. I've got
really
my Doc Ward's music on now.
Oh. As a bonus action, I then, with my free hand, claw at her eyes to put her off balance, using the help action.
Nice. Alright, so she staggers back. She's like on the front of this big ship. Can everyone hear the music now?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yep.
Excellent. Alright. Erlan, you see Bruni like a torpedo, which isn't something that exists yet, but if it did exist, you would see her fly at the Sahagin priestess and drive her blade into its chest.
Okay. Well, I've looked at my spells, and they are really not good for water combat, strangely enough.
Is there a lot of fire by any chance?
There might be. I'm going to try and just acid splash the priestess.
Okay. Alright. Dex save for the priestess.
2 damage.
She passes. She dodges aside and it hits the sails nearby to her, sizzling at them.
Okay, I'll swim.
Oh, could you also roll a D100 for me? And could you also stop breaking up? Could everyone stop breaking up? That would be great.
Right, well, I was there, wasn't I? Okay. Right there. You want the wild magic?
Yes, please. Now is the best time to get a fireball because you have 40.
I regained 12
You regained
hit
12
points.
hit points. You haven't lost yet.
Wow, one off the
One off the wall.
one higher. Could have happened.
Oh! I've been on either side.
Oh, so close.
Oh,
I feel for the next game I'm going to have to set up a GIF cam for all the stuff I just saw in Discord. Just for future recordings. Alright, so you fly, you blast it with acid, it doesn't do anything. You regain non-lost hit points, and then you swim forwards?
Yep.
Alright. Fluke, it's your go.
okay. I'm guessing radiant damage is fine. Sacred flame.
Yeah, I mean, even if
Figuring because it's not like fire.
Yeah, it's
She'll
not
give it a
fire,
go.
it's radiant. It's the will of the gods.
Yeah. So
Who are you
those two are
using it
going
on?
for the priestess.
All right.
I will go for this one.
Okay. Alright.
Could be a whole 2 damage.
Takes a whole 2 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Harold.
Right.
Oh, sorry. You got anything else you want to do, Fluke?
Yeah. I might, I don't know, swim a tiny bit, but that's it.
Okay.
Harold, what do I want to do? Some fishes. I'll go next. It's fishes, Fluke. What do you do to fishes? Oh,
I
you
don't
insult them.
Had lots of practice.
Priestess. And I will say, love, you smell like what a fishmonger chucks down the drain and the fucking seagulls eat.
Who's that on, sorry?
The priestess, and I will viciously mock her because I said she was smelly.
Alright. Wisdom saving throw. They fail and their feelings look significantly hurt.
Yay! And then as a bonus action, I will turn to Brian and I'll slap him on the arse and I'll say to him, "This is gonna be like bloody killing fishes in a barrel or something. There you go. Have some inspiration.
You feel inspired, but also mildly racially stereotyped in attack.
It was mostly the ass slap that was inspiration. I was just adding on a bit of fluff. Well, that's the go.
All right, Brian, it's your go. You see these terrifying Sahagin preparing to attack.
Yeah. I don't know what Oblivious is going to do yet, but I'm going to start moving in that general direction.
He's a little further
you gotta
away.
be kidding me!
He's a little further away than his token would suggest at the moment, because he's just a dark outline. I just wanted to have him visible there.
He's like actually really far away.
Yeah, I would say like another 100 feet away.
Oh, I probably would move that way and that way. Is that alright?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Cool.
You might notice I have not to put him upon if the turn order if.
Aha. And bonus action. I'm going to start sparking off. Fins come out, hands up, and I reach that guy.
Alright, so that Sahagin needs to make another dex save. Dex saves for everyone. They pass. So it takes 1 damage. Ow.
Alright. Come get me, Gilsworth. And I'm heading over to this guy and I'm going to take a swing at him with my probably use my harpoon, which is essentially a trident.
Yeah. So this isn't your first time fighting underwater. You go full Aquaman, you speed towards this one, crash into them for 7 damage. Alright, that everything?
Yep, that's me.
Alright, the Sahagin priestess, surrounded by people who don't like her, but not having spells put in her sheet very well at all, is going to summon with a bonus action, summons a spiritual weapon that strikes at Brinny because you drove a dagger into her chest.
Does this have advantage because of me being, underwater?
Do you get advantage on attacks against people without swimming speed, or is it just they get disadvantage on attacks?
No, they just get advantage.
Alright, so it's just a 16.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that hits anyway.
Alright.
But it's not a crit.
1d8 plus her wisdom mod.
Which is 4?
2.
Oh, yeah, proficiency.
So you take,
so
7 damage from that. And then she is going to take the disengage action and swim backwards. 40 feet. So yeah, she swims away from you like, fuck that noise. So you get smacked up the head with a spiritual weapon. Or, well, stabbed by one. The other Sahagin. Swim. Swim.
Ah, damn it.
Are going to
they come for me.
Go on to the nice juicy targets here. Alright, Harold.
Hello.
On you. Bite. They actually show up. 21?
Yeah.
Thanks for putting the damage in sheets. That's really helpful of you.
That's really nice of you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Fucking, I'll do it all by hand. That's fine. Alright, so you take 1d4 damage plus 1. So you take 3 damage.
Owie.
And then they're going to try and strike you with their spear. Does a 5 hit?
No.
No. Okay. So, strike you with a spear, misses, but then bites into your shoulder, and you see your blood pools in the water. And the other two Sahagin who were swimming towards Fluke go and look in your direction. And they're both going to attack you with advantage. So, bite for a crit.
Yeah, I'll do it.
And a spear for... Does 17 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 5 damage. And you take 3 damage.
Yep.
And then the other one, bite, 14.
I will cutting words. I'll
Because you
turn
guys
to
have
him.
been so focused on finishing up your bar, your armor is subpar.
Yeah, I turn to him and I say, fucking hell, what do I say? You look fucking great with some chips, mate. That's what I say.
Alright. He still tries to stab. I'm guessing he just misses no matter what. It must be above a 13, surely. Surely?
My AC is 14.
Alright, cool. He stabs you with his spear with advantage. 21,
Yep.
hitting you. And this guy remembers to use it with two hands.
Oh.
For 9 damage.
I was on 9 hit points. Fuck's sake.
Oh, alright.
Oh shit.
So that Sahagin drives his spear into your chest. You gurgle and fall unconscious. The one in front of you, Brian, is going to... with no advantage, so just stab 21 for the bite.
Yeah.
Alright, so that is 1d4 plus 1. 5 damage.
2.
2. And then it's going to try and spear you with advantage. 13 misses you, I assume.
Yeah.
That is it for the Sahagins. Bruni, it's your go.
Okay, I would love to chase the priestess, but I can see that Harold's in trouble. So once again, I propel myself 15 feet this time, at my full speed at the moment.
Okay.
On the way, I flurry and whip out my second dagger.
The way you say that, I imagine you've got your little cattails like a propeller going.
It'd be significantly more awkward than that because it does not like being in water. Alright, yes.
Now I'm imagining myself as Tails from Sonic.
Oh no.
And I swing, slash at him with my dagger first, the guy directly north of me.
Alright. Hitting. For 17 damage. You badly wound this Sahagin. Driving your dagger into its stomach.
And I get the feeling from last time that people aren't making too many attacks, so I'm gonna slash at him with my other dagger instead of using the help action.
Okay. 11?
So it'll be 11 for 3.
11 misses, unfortunately.
Okay.
So you slice
And,
his face, but he pulls back. But you can see you've effectively disemboweled him. He's like bleeding profusely in the water. Without medical attention, this Sahagin will pass away, leaving many orphans. Anything else?
And hundreds of tiny fish eggs. Yeah, that's it for me.
Alright. Erlan, it's your go.
I will Ray of Frost Priestess
Okay.
with Tides of Chaos.
Nice.
Yeah, that really made a difference.
Always does.
Yeah, your Ray of Floss smashes into the priestess.
Okay, I was changing its name now.
So severely wounding it. And you can see it like falls for a second, its eyes close, but it just like forces them open. But it is terribly wounded.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else that's constructive.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check for me, Erlan.
Intimidation.
Nice. Okay. Fluke, it's your go.
I'm gonna heal Harold.
Fairly good shout.
Oh, that is a bad kill wound.
Harold, you gain 4
Blah, 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 blah,
points.
blah. Oh, Flute, you wonderful.
Okay, so that was your action. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to take?
I don't know if there's much I can do.
Alright, that's
A
fine.
bonus? Yeah.
Harold, it's your go. You live once more. You're not prone because you're just floating anyway. Your
That's
blood
alright.
fills the water around you. What do you do?
Is the one Briny stabs looking rather hurted, isn't he?
horribly wounded. Very.
I will produce my rapier and stab at him. Oh! Hey!
You run that one through, and that's a good rapier stab. And and you rip your rapier free from its chest. It is clearly deceased.
I did a thing! Yay! And then I will Oh, I can't move because either one of them are getting an opportunity attack. As a bonus action, I will. Come on, Harold, you can do it. You can do it. And I'll cast Healing Word myself.
You're a big strong boy. You're a big strong
boy. That's my turn.
You're hard as nails. You are. Brian, it's your go.
Alright, and the other one's hurt around there? These two?
This one here has lost a singular hit point from your lightning bolt.
Alright. So, hold on, I'm going to... because I'm used to underwater, I'm actually going to take out my anchor instead.
Yeah, because you got swimming speed, so you can just go nuts with that.
So, I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to do a full pirouette and just try to whack this guy over the head recklessly with it.
Go for it.
17 for 11.
Because you were reckless, yeah. Crash! Sorry, did you swing recklessly?
Yes, it's in the name of it.
Ah, yes, Reckless Raging Anchor. That's very convenient. It smashes into his face and knocks several of his teeth out, but he is not deceased.
Happy to stay down, right? And as I hit him, the little, what's usually a fog cloud around my shoulders, which doesn't really work that well underwater. It's just like a mane of seaweed, and just I pass an electric charge down into him.
Alright, so you must
as the hammer strikes.
A dex save, which he fails. So your lightning crackles into his body, he gurgles in pain, and dies.
Yeah!
You can see the lightning manages to stop his heart, and he drifts away.
Good job.
I underwater spit at him. I underwater spit at him and swim back here.
Alright, so just kind of goes... and it floats off. Right, Sahagin Priestess, horribly wounded and intimidated by the drow who has blasted with magic, and on a singular hit point, not wanting to die, swims off her full speed. Just
1 HP.
Legs it. The Sahagin, they're... because of they would maybe go over and get Brynny as well, but because they can't move without getting a text opportunity from Brian, we're both going to bully Harold.
God damn it!
Harold, there's a 15 hit.
I'm right here.
They will go for whoever's
15.
bleeding.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Harold, does a 15 hit you?
Kind words it. And I'll say to him, "Ooh, I bet you're very tasty, fried with a bit of butter."
Dude, really?
Bit of butter.
Alright, I think you need to roll for this one. Just don't get.
I need to roll at least a 2. I rolled 2d6. Apparently, let's take the 3. Why did I roll 2d6
again?
Jeez, why did I pop again? Cannibals.
Yeah.
That's right.
Alright, stabs at you with his spear as well, missing you. The other one bites at you. 21!
Ow.
And spears at you. 21.
I'm probably down.
Probably. 1d4...
Bite and a spear.
Plus 1... Plus... I don't know if this will work. 1d8 plus 1 equals... There we go. 9 damage.
I was on 9 hit points.
Again! Right, this one lays into you, biting and stabbing at you. As it does, Obliterus swims to where he is on the map, coming forwards at high speed, and kind of in his deep Aquan voice, you hear him go, "Ooh, that noble blood smells real tasty," and is swimming quickly towards Harold. Brynny, it's your go.
Giant shark coming. Oh god. Alright, I'm gonna swim over here and once again flourish my daggers and stab at the dude above Harold.
Stab at thee. I like how you've been on 9 hit points twice and I've done 9 damage.
Yep.
9
so-
misses.
And then again with my offhand,
16 hits.
that would be 16 for 7.
Alright, yeah, you stab this one in the arm, it screeches in agony, not having expected to receive such a challenge as it came upon you. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright, Sorcerer Boy.
I'm going to try and Ray of Frost.
Who are you, Ray of Frost?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Obliteros.
Okay.
Hopefully this will slow it down.
9
That
misses.
will not.
It dukes to the side. You hear it say, "Ooh, but drow's also tasty, but not much meat on them bones." Don't know where his voice is going, but I kind of like it. Luke, it's your go.
I was gonna Sanctuary Herald, but I think healing is probably a better idea at this point.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just a
curse of the
floating
trickster.
body. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll.
If you got Healing Word, you can Healing Word him and then still punch somebody.
I could.
If you can
flame.
do more than 9, I'll be alright.
You can
Yeah, that's the
Healing
thing. That's the thing. I could just do a healing word, but it's going to be really rubbish.
That's
Do it.
That's the
After
thing
Okay.
about 5th edition. Eventually, healing becomes an on and off button.
Yeah. Okay. Give it a whirl. That's better than my cure wounds.
nice.
So
Hey.
you gain 6 hit points, Harold.
Holy
And
ball sacks.
I'll try and whack this fish person, not Brian,
Is this going to be a sudden
with
live?
my mace.
Alright, disadvantage because you're underwater and it's a mace, so you,
No
you
problem.
swing wide. The water resistance is too much. Harold!
I live. I die. I live again, and I'll stab at whichever one looks the most
Yeah, the one above
bleedy.
you's most bleedy.
Okay.
Adam.
Come up there.
Ooh, nice.
You
Yeah,
run
go
it
with that,
through
right? Yeah.
for 11. Badly wounding the one before you. It screeches in agony.
Guys, remember from now on, if you want me to be effective, make sure I go unconscious beforehand or something.
Anything else?
Okay. You got this, Harold. Come on, you got this. You're only underwater. There's a giant shark coming through. You got this. I really word myself again.
Alright.
Hey,
Brian, it's your go.
I'm
we
not
got this,
on
fellas.
9 hit points.
Gotta take a reckless swing at the guy below me.
Alright.
Of
Alright, you strike it for 15 damage. It screeches in pain as you break
And-
a couple of its ribs.
course, some lightning into him.
Alright. It fails its dex save and takes 2 damage. It looks very badly wounded.
Alright.
Yay.
That's a round. And I'm going to move out 5 to there, and then take an attack of opportunity to get over to there to try and block
Alright.
Obliteros.
They both take
And,
swings at you
25.
with their spears, with advantage.
Ah, they're both still alive.
Yep.
Wow, I'm a moron. I thought the other one was gone.
I thought the top guy was dead. Whoops.
There's no X on him. I don't know why you thought that.
Okay.
Yeah, they both hit.
18. Oh, they have advantage today?
Yep. You reckless.
Oh, I did. Aha.
2d8
Yeah, they both hit.
plus 2. So as you're swinging away, they both stick you with their spears.
Okay. Let's see. 3. So I take 4. Cool.
Alright. So. The Sahogin.
No. Stop.
Filled with blood frenzy. One of them bites and spears at our good friend Harold. So this is 16 at you, Harold?
I'm gonna cut your words to 16.
Okay.
Say, there's tasty meat around.
Alright.
Hey.
Alright, so the
Nice.
bite misses you, but then he drives his spear into your stomach, for 9 damage!
Nine.
I'm still up.
9. The mighty 9.
Yes!
9.
The other one, since you keep getting up again, is going to try and eat Brynny.
Fuck's sake! Hey!
Brynny, bite, stab, both with advantage because you're bleeding.
Yeah, so they both hit.
Okay. So, you take from the spear 7, and from the bite 5. So you take 5 and then 7.
It's a lot. Just.
Alright. At the end of your turn, alright, Brynny, Brian, Obliterous swimming towards you through the water like, oh, I've been looking forward to this meal. As he says that, a shape flies underneath all of you, just quick as a lightning bolt, and then bursting out of the silty water comes a dragon, draconic shape, a bronze-scaled, size of like a great war horse, but with massive wings and tail. Dragon bursts out of the silt, opens its mouth, and blasts Obliterous with a cone of lightning. Wow, really? That for a young? Jesus. Obliterous roars in pain as the lightning smashes across his body, leaving a big nasty wound and burning off his little anchor tattoo.
Oh shit.
He is pissed now.
And the dragon says in a deep voice, "This is my lair. Get out of it!" And Obliterous turns and flees into the water. Just like, nope! And just turns and just swims away as fast as it can. It is then Brynny's shot.
Okay, I quickly glanced over my shoulder, took note, and I'm like, focus on the fight, Brynny. Enough going on for now. You can get killed by a dragon in a second. I'm gonna swing at the guy above Harold with my main dagger.
Alright.
And maybe this is a bit gamey, but I'm not going to use my sneak attack if I get it.
Okay. Alright, you strike it, cut its throat, and it gurgles and falls back into the water, slowly floating away.
And then I gracefully maneuver myself around Harold and with my offhand dagger jab it up somewhere sensitive on the other one.
Alright, you grab it by the back and you drive your offhand dagger into its lower back, into its spine. It gurgles and dies. With that, we can
Nicely done.
I get ready to clean my daggers, stop and think about that for a few seconds, and then put them away.
Alright, with that, the Sahagin are dead. Obliterous swims away. The young dragon turns itself around, kind of moving like that way crocodiles swim. And then stops itself very suddenly by spreading out its wings at full extension. So it kind of makes a very sudden stop in the water as it catches all the water pressure. Looks at you all. And I need to take a quick pee break. So...
Cliffhanger!
We're trying to die here, come on.
Sorry.